All right, so get this. Today, we're diving into AI that makes movies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you know those AI image generators that everyone's talking about?
Yeah.
Meta kind of just said, hold my AI-powered drink and dropped this research they're calling Movie Gen.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like next level.
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Basically, imagine this. You describe a scene, right? Any scene at all.
Okay.
And this AI, it generates a whole HD video with audio ready to go based on what you describe.
Like a whole film crew, but AI.
Exactly, like having a film crew in your pocket. And get
Oh.
this, it's not like some far-off what-if kind of thing. They've got sample videos already on their website, yeah.
Oh, wow.
We'll link it in the show notes, of course, but seriously, these videos, they're impressive, like really high quality.
So this is not just like, blurry messes or anything.
No, surprisingly realistic, actually. It's
Right.
really something.
It's amazing to see how fast this technology is moving.
It really is. And the thing is, with this movie gen thing, it's not just one giant AI brain doing it all.
Right.
It's more like a whole team of specialist AIs all working together.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so you've got like movie gen video that handles the visuals, movie gen audio for all the sound stuff. And then get this, personalized movie gen video.
Okay, I'm not even going to try and guess what that does.
This one is wild. It can actually put you into the action.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on, like me
Yeah.
in the video.
Yeah, like, well, maybe not you doing like Tom Cruise stunts or anything yet, but yeah.
Okay, so not replacing stunt doubles just yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But it learns how to map your face onto actions and keep you looking like you.
Oh, that's freaky, but so cool.
Right, like a digital stunt double, but no risk of, breaking anything.
That's wild and kind of terrifying, but mostly wild.
Definitely wild, but maybe let's back up a bit, talk about how this even works.
Yeah, for sure.
Because teaching an AI to make movies, I mean, that can't be easy, right?
Oh, it's incredibly complex.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Movie Gen Video, that's like the director of this AI film crew.
Okay.
It learns nothing like how we do.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Imagine trying to learn a new language, not by talking to anyone, but by reading billions of written words.
Billions?
Billions. Yeah, sentences, the whole deal. That's kind of what Movie Gen Video does, but with images in videos.
Whoa, so instead of watching movies, it's crunching data.
Exactly. And we're talking serious data here. A 30 billion parameter transformer model.
Okay, a what model?
A transformer model, it's basically, imagine a library with 30 billion books, and each book is a tiny piece of knowledge about how videos work.
30 billion.
Yeah, it's a lot, even for a computer to handle, right?
More books than I could read in a lifetime, probably several lifetimes.
Right, and that's where temporal autoencoders come in. They're like super smart compressors, squeezing all that data down.
Oh, okay, so like when we compress a video to send to a friend.
Exactly, making it manageable for the AI to actually learn.
That's really clever, but I bet even with that, there were still challenges.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you see those weird artifacts sometimes in AI images?
Yeah, those little dots.
Exactly, those spot artifacts. Do they have to deal with that in video too?
Yep, they had to come up with a whole new fix for that because movement makes it way harder.
Right, because it's not just one frame anymore.
Exactly, and on top of that, there were the technical hurdles of actually training something this massive.
Yeah, I remember reading something about fully sharded data parallel. What even is that?
Basically, imagine you have to solve a huge jigsaw puzzle, but instead of one table, you have to split it across like 1,000 tables.
Whoa. Right.
And each piece of the puzzle is handled by a separate team.
So they had to split up the data and the AI?
Yeah, that's basically it. Sharding is splitting it up, and it's all to make the training process possible.
It's like trying to bake a cake the size of a car.
There you go.
Whoa.
You need a lot of ovens for that.
Exactly, a lot of ovens.
But here's the kicker. Even with all that, the training data itself, they had to be really picky.
Really?
Oh yeah, they filtered out anything that wasn't super high quality video, wouldn't work otherwise.
So garbage in, garbage out, even with AI.
Very much so. And they actually found that landscape videos worked better than portrait.
Oh, that's interesting. Why is that?
They think it's because landscape videos are usually longer, more dynamic, so the AI has more to learn from.
Huh. That makes sense.
Right. But here's the thing that really surprised me.
What's that?
Camera movement. Teaching the AI, that was a whole other challenge.
Oh, wow. So it wasn't just automatic.
No, they actually had to find specific ways to make the AI understand how a camera moves and why.
I never would have thought of that.
It's like we take for granted how much goes into even a simple video.
Right, like our brains just get it, but in AI, it's starting from scratch.
Exactly, a clean slate. And it's fascinating to see what they had to do.
It really is. Okay, so we've got this AI learning from like billions of video snippets, figuring out how to put scenes together, even camera moves.
Yeah.
Amazing. But like, how do you even begin to teach an AI to edit based on what you tell it to do?
With text, that's a whole other level of whoa.
Right. Like, you can't just hand it a keyboard and say, go edit a movie, can you?
I mean, think about it. There's no training data for that.
That's true. It's not like there were already AIs editing videos with text instructions for this one to learn from.
Exactly. It's a brand new problem.
So where do you even begin?
Okay, so they had to get really creative, right?
Okay.
They started by, get this, training the AI on image editing.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so like each frame of the video.
Like a separate picture.
Exactly. They treat it like its own little image, and they're already good at image editing with text, right?
Right.
So they teach it to make changes to each frame based on text prompts, like change the color of this, add a background, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's clever, like breaking down a complex thing into smaller steps.
Exactly.
But then how do you go from that, like one frame at a time, to editing a whole video?
So they needed a bridge, right?
Okay.
They made these like synthetic videos, very simple, with deliberate changes.
Deliberate how?
Like they'd have an object, and in each frame, they'd move it a tiny bit.
Ah, so the AI could see the movement.
Exactly, teaching it how those small changes over time make motion.
Oh, that's smart, like training wheels for video editing.
Basically.
Yeah.
But it gets even weirder.
Weirder how?
They use this technique called, get this, back translation.
Back translation. Okay, now you're just making stuff up.
No, I swear it's a real thing.
Okay, but what does it even mean?
So imagine you're learning a new language.
Okay.
You translate a sentence into that language, then back into English, right?
Yeah.
Helps you learn, even if the translation isn't perfect.
I guess so, yeah.
They did that with video editing.
What, they made the AI edit backwards?
Kinda. They trained it to reverse the edits, like unedit. And in doing that...
It learns how to edit forwards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
By learning to undo, it understands the doing.
That is so meta, my brain hurts.
Right. But it worked. They had to get really creative.
It's amazing how much work goes into this. I mean, teaching this AI is more complicated than I thought.
Oh, we're just getting started. There's more.
We haven't even touched on the sound yet. Movie gen audio.
Yeah, oh, right. The AI composer. We can't forget about that.
And believe me, that is a whole other rabbit hole.
I bet. I mean, music can make or break a video, right? So how does this AI avoid making, like, cheesy elevator music? Okay, so we've got our AI director, Movie Gen Video, calling the shots. We've got Movie Gen Edit working its magic in the editing room. But what about the sound?
Yeah, I gotta have that soundtrack.
For real, and not some, like, cheesy royalty-free stuff. How does Movie Gen Audio make it sound, legit?
Oh, get ready for this, because Movie Gen Audio is a whole other level, I'm telling you. It's like 13 billion parameters. This thing's a monster. 13 billion. Is that even allowed?
Apparently.
No.
And it can do it all. Sound effects, background music, even, like, audio extensions. It's wild.
Okay, color me impressed, but I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
I've heard my share of bad AI music, that kind of generic elevator music vibe.
Oh, for sure. But Movie Gen Audio avoids that, and they do it in a couple of really smart ways.
Okay, I'm all ears. How do you teach an AI to make a movie score that doesn't make me cringe?
Right. So first off, they trained it on, like, a ton of professionally produced film audio.
So not just any old music.
No. We're talking top-tier movies, TV shows, the good stuff.
Ah, so it's learning from the best.
Exactly. Giving it that ear for, like, what good cinematic sound is.
Makes sense. Got to start with a good foundation, right?
For sure. But it's more than that. They had to teach it about, like, the nuances of sound design, too.
Nuances? Like what?
Like, you know how sometimes you can't tell if a sound is supposed to be coming from what you see on screen?
Oh, yeah. Like, is that footstep the characters, or is it just background noise? Gets me every time.
Right. That's diegetic versus non-diegetic sound. Crucial for making it sound real.
So did they, like, make a special AI sound dictionary to teach it that?
Kinda. They use these data sets where every sound was labeled, so Movie Gen Audio learned to tell the difference.
That's seriously clever. It's like they're teaching it to think like a sound designer.
Yeah, but with, way faster processing power.
Right. So in practice then, what's it like? If I'm using this thing, how does it know what kind of music to make?
Let's say you've got a chase scene, right? Movie Gen Audio knows to kick in the tense music, maybe some tire screeches, that kind of thing.
Gets the heart pumping.
Exactly. But then a quiet scene, it'll go for something more subtle, It gets it.
Wow. That's pretty amazing, but what really blew my mind was that text prompt thing.
Oh, yeah, that's
Like,
cool.
I can tell it, make the music sound like it's from a gritty sci-fi movie, and it just does.
Pretty much. You can even tweak the quality. Like, if you want that old, scratchy vinyl sound, just add a little something to the prompt. It's crazy.
That is wild. So much control. But at the end of the day, it's got to sound good, right?
How did it do in testing?
Oh, they put it through the ringer, compare it to other AI audio generators, even the commercial ones.
Yeah.
Movie Gen Audio pretty much dominated, consistently came out on top.
No kidding.
Judges loved it, said it was high quality, and more importantly, it actually fit the videos. The tone was right.
That's what I'm talking about. So it's not just a technical achievement, it's actually good.
Oh, absolutely. It's a creative tool at this point, and to prove it, they even made a whole new benchmark, specifically for testing AI audio.
Benchmark.
Yeah, they called it Movie Gen Audio Bench, like the ultimate test.
So, like, setting a new standard.
Exactly. And the crazy thing is, this is just the beginning. Who
Yeah.
knows what they'll come up with next?
It really makes you think. We've gone from these basic image generators to AI making whole movies now with amazing soundtracks. The future is wild.
It really is, and it's moving fast. Makes you wonder what's next, right? No doubt. Well, that's our deep dive into Movie Gen, folks. Meta's mind-blowing research into the future of filmmaking.
It's been a trip.
For real, be sure to check out the show notes. We'll have links to the research, those sample videos, everything.
And until next time.
Stay curious, keep exploring, and we'll catch you in the next deep dive.